Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to City Edition with me, BonBonB. I'm BonBonB, you're very, very welcome. This is part 3 of 4 of Olongapo City from the Philippines, made by Meesmoth and Gilbert. It's a really good effort, I have to say that. It's not a detailer city. When we get down at ground level, you will soon see that it's really not a detailer city. But it is a very good recreation of in a vanilla style, which is surprising when you consider that there are hundreds of requirements for this particular city. Not something that you're going to be able to run on your potato, but if you've got possibly 16 gigs of RAM, definitely 32, but if you've got 16 gigs, you might just be able to get this thing to work, you know. It's a very valiant effort, I'm going to say that. So what we're going to do today is we are going to go down to ground level. I want to point out a few things. I've had a look at Google Earth. I want to show you how they marry up with the city itself, and then at the end of the episode we'll be having a look at the public transport, because there is a little bit of public transport. No underground, no trams, no rail, but we do have some buses, and boy are they fun. I'm not joking. I'm not saying this to keep you hanging on. The buses are fun. Right, let's start off with the first thing. I'm going to start off actually at the edge of the map rather than look at the city. I was looking at the city and I think, right, okay, so I can see where the water is being drawn from. I can see the pumping facilities. Where's the sewage going? And I hunted across. I couldn't find any hint of sewage handling anywhere. And that is because it is being, well, hidden. It's kind of cheated, but it's fine. Cheated in a good way. Look, if we come down to this, you can't see. Look, it's over on the edge of the map, in the fog. Over we go. Over we go. There we go. So we've got the aeration basins here. There we are. And we've got some extra pumping going on down here as well, and a few of the unique buildings that you'll recognise from the vanilla game. Crazy things that they are. such a real thing. Well done, excellent. But no, these things are tucked away, out of sight, out of mind, and it does help the city to work more like a real city, because we are trying to recreate a real life city. But we've already covered that. Right, now, in terms of detailing, I'm just going to show you that this isn't a detailer city. And so please don't wander off when you see this, because it's a good recreation of a city without going down to fine detail. And one really good example of lax detailing would be this concrete area of the airport. If we come down and we park it right about here, and we'll have a look here, we've got, lax camera work there, but yes, it's just a little bit sloppy. It's just it's surface painting, isn't it? That's what that is. Anyway, so let's come back up here and we'll see the trucks making their way through the city. Very smart work. Right, now what shall we do next? If we go up the coast, let's have a look at the port as we're down here at the port. Right, if I come up to like this kind of level, you can see we've got like the main island with there's a marina stuck in there for the private boats there, and then the main docks going on over here, and they are definitely operational. There's a lot of ships coming in and out of this marina, and we have got here an aircraft carrier, which I don't have a problem with. A little bit of water glitching underneath. Once again, not moaning to anybody about these sort of things. This is a what map. This is looking at somebody's city build, and detailing, unless you're actually proclaiming it to be a detailing build, like, yeah, I'm not having a go. and it's definitely a naval port. We had a look on the opposite side of the bay, and there are some shipyards in that little town directly opposite. Let's go and have a very quick look at that for those that might have missed last week's episode. But yes, we have some basically some dry docks over here, and so clearly where ships are being created for the Filipino Navy. I didn't even know they had a navy. Of course they've got a navy, Bonbon. It's a lot of islands. You've got to defend your island somehow. But yes, anyway, so the Filipino Navy, there we go. Right, what do we have? We were going to go up the coast a little bit. Oh, sorry. Are you happy that you've seen enough of the layout of the docks there? That's kind of like, for me, that's quite important. I'm not really sure what's actually going on here. Had a look at Google Earth. First of all, the skyline down here isn't really full of high-rise. This is a little bit creative license, I think. But this area here, which is clear of land, I know just going from Google Earth and going down to Street View, we've got things like supermarkets and things down here. But there does also to be some kind of like cleared land as well. And I don't know what's going on in real life in this area, but it does seem clear. So this isn't a fault. This is just, it's odd. Anyway, if we come along up the coast a little bit more, this is one of my most interesting parts of the entire Olongapo city. If we come down here, this is a touristy type area. So we come down and say hello to some of the tourists while we're here. Come down to land. So who have we got? I do like having a look at our little Sims. So this lady's come to the beach. Back a bit. There you go. And she decided to sit on her deck chair with her briefcase on her lap, as you do. Who have we got over here? This guy here is... Oh, sorry, back a bit. Contemplating. Maybe he's contemplating going and asking for her number. But I would be facing towards her just to make her feel uncomfortable. I'm very good at making people feel uncomfortable. This lady here, she's probably been shopping and she's thinking about how she's going to justify all the money she spent to her husband. Anybody else on the beach? There's a lad that sat on there with his teddy bear. Oh, hello. Is this him? Have you got your teddy bear, mate? Is this you? Yeah, he's still sat here. Several hours later. He's probably lost his mummy. Okay. Anyways, now this beach in real life does kind of exist. It's a little bit steeper, but than in real life. We have got like park area behind somewhere, I do believe. There we go. Park areas over here. Lots of cars pulled up and parking while everybody comes down and enjoys the beach. But this part of the beach in a real Olongapo has the inflatable island, which seems like a great feature. I wish my hometown would have something like that. It would draw a lot of tourists in. It would be an amazing feature. But of course, health and safety and all that in the United Kingdom, it'd be just too dangerous. We couldn't dare, not without having 7,000 lifeguards on duty at any given time. So anyway, if we pull this back up, let's have a look at the main city itself and the road layouts. Something I don't normally get a chance to do, or I haven't had a chance to do properly. Strict Toast to City, well, there wasn't really a road layout, it was just a simple grid. And the London one was kind of an unfinished map. Whereas this is finished. And this is what I think is the most magical part of this map, is the road layouts. We've got the sprawling suburbs up into their hills, like these. These are great, if you can call them suburbs. You know what I mean? Yeah, villages and towns actually into the hills. Very cool. Now, I would say that the main city, which is like in this valley, is kind of split into three sections, as split by the rivers. We've got a river, obviously got the river going through here. There's a river going through there, and so 3 sections. This section here is like, well, a series of long straight roads going up into the valley, exactly as I would build them if I was a city planner. And just it's sort of like, it's kind of blocky without being too blocky. Quite sort of organic. The middle section is very, very blocky. Just sort of like one series of blocks like that, and another series of blocks kind of over here. Got an interesting roundabout feature we'll come and have a look at in a moment. Then at the bottom, this one, well, this is this kind of grid as well, but it's on a curve. And I think that adds a lot of interest to the shape of the city. This part of the city here, I'm guessing this is the old part of town because the roads are narrow and broken and truncated. And so I would think that's possibly an older part of town again. In the middle here, we've got the college/university area. Now, if you have a look on Google Earth, there is a running track stadium in this area here. I would like to have seen that, a little nod to that. But in that area instead, we have got basically loads of high schools and the university as well. So just something that I think would have added a little something had it been added. It would have added something if it had been added. Yes, I know that makes an awful lot of sense. Now, bridges, oh, bridges. We've got here a whole host of bridges. Once again, that marries up, well, almost 100% with the Olongapo map. And yeah, if we go up to the next river, right, we've got a river crossing here. And then if we go up here, there's nothing until this bridge here. Now, in our game, well, there's a lot of people walking over it. Oh, there's a lot of people walking in one direction. Where are you lot going? Oh, well, they are walking back the other way. But there's an awful... Okay, right, I need to find out. Let's click on one of them, shall we? You. Going to the beach. Okay, you. Going to the supermarket. Track and field. Track and field? Okay, I need to know where that is. Pause the game. Well, I didn't notice that before. Ew, apparently there's a track. Had they used this in the college area, I think that would have been much better use. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted. Let's go back to where we were. So, this bridge, which has got a lot of people walking over it, it wouldn't surprise you, based that this is on a real life map, a very busy bridge. I'll put a little screenshot or a capture from Google up on the screen now. But yeah, that is just a crazy little bridge there. Shall we keep people walking? But yes, it's definitely a popular bridge for walkers, that one. Oh, where are you lot going? Oh, maybe there's a bus stop up here. Oh, there you go. There's the bus stop. I did promise you buses. Now, you see this weird-looking contraption? I'm going to come down to ground level, show you this. If it'll let me come down to ground level. Come on, down to... Oh, I'll try that again. Oh, we've gone behind the buildings. Right, sorry. We'll come through here. There's got to be a cut through, maybe. Yep. Down through here. And there we go, back up to here. Right, sorry, excuse me, sorry. Yeah, yes, we can't get down to ground level because of the position of the buildings, which is really strange considering I'm using the mod that allows you to get in really close. But yes, this is what the buses look like. It's an amazing looking vehicle. I will try and find one that's not trapped in the position that we can't get to it. If I can come out of that into flight mode. But yes, obviously the buses are in a lot of use. This is good. Are you going to move along? You're not just parked there, are you? You can move along if you like. Speed things up a bit. Ah, he's off. Right. Shall we follow the bus route? Actually, we'll do that in a moment. I want to show you the bus routes. But what I wanted to do before we showed you that was that roundabout. That unusual roundabout, which is down here. Now, it's a take on the roundabout, where you can see we're using the vanilla tower here. But in real life, it looks like this. And I've got to say that I don't know how safe the electrics are in the Philippines, but I've got to say that scares me a lot. It really does. Yes, it's a developing country, a developing world, but it's still good to see. There's one of our buses there. We'll have a look in a moment at where that is going. Let's pull back and have a look at the transportation, shall we? Click onto there, have a little look at the lines overview. Right, well, we got 5 lines. The main bus line and then the jeepney lines. I'm guessing these are called jeepneys. And if we have a look, so we got this main route that comes up. The main bus route, where's that coming? That's going all the way up. All the way up. In fact, I think this actually is meant to be the route out of town and to the next town. Because you see how it goes all the way up to the edge of the map, then turns around and comes back. So I'm suggesting that the blue route is basically an inter-town route, and then the jeepneys. If we get back into the city, so here we go. We've got these grey routes, and these are the jeepneys. These are the around town transportations, and I'm going to try and find a jeepney now. Having said we'll have a look at one, I think we want to do that. Where are you? There should be one somewhere. Is that it? There you go. There's one. Once again, incredibly busy. Incredibly busy. Let's just look at them rolling off there. Love the ad on the back doors also. Shall we go and take a first person view to finish today's? What I'll do is I'll speed the simulation up as well so that we can get we can move a little bit faster through the city. Go back into first person view, and we'll take a little bus ride through the city. So yes, now next week what we'll do is I will come down to first person, do a little personal exploration of the city in first person view, have a little drive around, we'll do some cinematics, we will have a look at the city by night as well, which should be because of the city isn't the prettiest because of the amount of vanilla going on. I think the nighttime view will be a little bit of a bonus. It's just it's going to be pretty. All the city, everybody's city is prettier at night, isn't it? Do you think? I think so. Right, so we'll take a little follow this truck. Spoiling my view, truck. Get out of the way. But yes, it's a good bus route. There are 4 bus routes. They all follow the actual routes laid out by the local transport authority, whatever they have going on in Olongapo. Right, anyway, that's about me done for today. Thank you very much for watching, for commenting, for liking and for subscribing. Join me next week for what I've just explained. Of course, we've got Duvo, my own city build, which is on the grow. Join me on Friday for that. And if you can be here at 6 PM UK time, we have a premiere where I get to I chat with you guys in the comments while you're watching my pre-recorded show. It's always fun. I really do enjoy the interaction. And then, of course, Monday to Saturday for What Map, where we try and find you the right map for your next city build. Right, that's me done. Thank you very much for watching, for commenting, for liking and subscribing. I've been BonBonB. You've been very, very welcome. And I'll leave you with some rolling footage of our little jeepney trip through Olongapo.